Go. Hello. Good evening. Yes, we're on the ball here, aren't we, tonight? Because I was right on time and the beginning and things like that, and I've totally forgot what to say. Yeah. Good evening, and welcome. It's Tuesday night. No, hang on. Let's start again. Good evening, and welcome to the eModels live stream show on the Baneblade. No, hang on.
It's all right. We'll sort it all out in the edit, Ted. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Good evening. Welcome to eModels, emodels.co.uk. It's Monday night. It's the live stream night. It's us four idiots again. Yeah, Ted, Foxx, Chris, Colin, and I, and we're all here to entertain you again as usual. What will happen tonight? We haven't a clue. But there's some great news tonight. As later on, you'll have to wait because I can't show you now because you might leave. I shall be revealing my eModels build. Ooh, I hear you all say.
Ooh.
I hear you all say, ooh.
Oh, what is it, Ted? What is it?
It's behind you.
Tell me.
Never mind. Well, good evening. Right. Let's have some fun. Let's have an hour and a half-ish of a good laugh, bit of fun. We've had some horrible news this week from the government here in the UK, so let's forget all that and not talk about it and just go on and enjoy ourselves as though things never happen.
What, do you get my tax returns or something? That's
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Dear Ted. But never mind, we're going to have a go at keeping ourselves cheerful and cheery and all the rest of it. So, right, before we do anything else, we've got to do the legal bit, and we've got a bit of a warning to do. We'll get Foxx to do that after the terms and conditions. Go.
Hello, welcome to Points of View. BBC Television Centre, London, W12 8QT, Pebble Mill at 1. Hello, welcome. Yes, it's your show. It's Monday. It's eModel show. As always, this show is for you guys to watch and have us on in the background. We do have a live chat. If you're watching this and you can't see the live chat, it's all about the live chat. So make sure you join the live chat. I've said live chat a lot. When you say live chat so many times, it sounds really weird. Live chat
might be top chat.
Yeah, I'm on top chat. Hang on, let me change it.
I just had to look up to check as well.
we do have the live chat going on. So if you're watching this and you can't see where the live chat is, you need to be watching on YouTube. So make sure if you want to join the live chat, and you should do because it's cool in there, make sure that you click the YouTube icon that's down here in the bottom right hand corner of the player somewhere. That'll take you to the YouTube page where you can watch and join the chat at the same time. Yeah, you should join the chat because there's lots of cool kids in the chat. It's good times in there. But as always, this is a show for you guys. It's all about you interacting with us in that chat. So if you want to get our attention, we are old men. We can't see things very well. And all the chat for all us is a long way away. So make sure to put your questions or comments in big fat capital letters if you want to get our attention. Or, as Ted calls it,
bold.
Yeah, big fat capital bold letters. If you want to, you can do a super chat, which is the dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. Press that and it'll put your comment in a coloured box and we'd have no way to miss it. But if not, just put it in capitals. And if we don't answer your question or comment after about 5 or 10 minutes, don't worry, just post it again, but make sure to put it in capitals so we have a chance to see it. Now, we do have a warning this week. I'll get it out of the way now. And I've got
we haven't got a klaxon, have we? We haven't got the awooga.
Warning.
Is this a public service announcement, mate?
Yes, I've got to do a quick screen share. So let me do that first. Make sure it's locked on me if you would, sir. Share, and I will do a bit of that. This here that you see in front of you here, this here is the eModels Facebook page, as you can no doubt tell, because it says eModels and it's Facebook. Please take note of the URL at the top, which is, of course, facebook.com/eModels Ltd. Write that down. Facebook.com/eModels Ltd. There is a page on Facebook that is not eModels, but is posing as eModels. Somebody's basically cloned eModels page or content. Now, it's not a page, it's a personal profile, so it won't say that at the top. It'll say facebook.com and then some chump's name. If you're on eModels and it doesn't have that address at the top and it has a capital E in the name and it's saying, you've won a competition, please click on this link and give us all your information, that's a scam and they'll take all your information and you have all your money taken off you and it'll go wrong. eModels will never, ever, ever ask you to click a link to go somewhere to give them all your personal information if you've won a competition. If you win a competition at eModels, they'll send you a message or they'll send you an email or they'll call you. So please, and if you get a friend request as well, this is eModels page. Pages cannot send friend requests. If you get a friend request from eModels, delete it. They will never send you a friend request. They will never ask you to click on a link to confirm your details because you won a prize. If you get anything like that, just report the page or the post to Facebook and leave it. Don't put any comments on there. Don't give them any information. Don't get involved. It's a scam. It's a thieving little runt. I said runt. Who's cloning the post on the page. Ignore it. Always check that address. Facebook.com/eModels LTD. eModels will never ask you any of your personal information other than in a private message, or if not, they'll call you, or an email. So
if you're confused, then international LTD is limited because they're a limited company.
Yes,
basically.
So if you have anything that you think might be eModels, it's a little e big M, never capital E big M. It's little e big M, and it's eModel Facebook.com/eModels LTD. The other thing to note is, of course, the real eModels page has their name and address and a map, and it also says that 38,500 people like it. The other page, like 2 followers, and it's a personal profile. So
you're all the friends.
Just be careful. There's probably more than one page. There's nothing that you or I can do about it other than keep reporting it. eModels have made Facebook aware, but it's at the mercy of Facebook now. So I shall stop sharing that. If you can take the camera off me, that would be lovely.
Okay.
But yep, so that's it. Just be really careful. Make sure it has that URL and never, ever, ever click on a link that asks you to give information. eModels will contact you some other way. They won't.
And I doubt eModels would contact you out of the blue anyway.
No.
If you've contacted them first, they may return contact via email and not via Facebook or Messenger or anything like that. So
there you go.
There you go. Right, that's that bit out of the way. So be careful out there.
Yeah, eModels LTD.
Yes.
Also, one other thing as well. eModels will never ever put hearts and things in comments. And they'll never say God bless in a comment either. So that's another way to know.
So they might put kisses after a message to you, but only by accident.
Yeah, that's only on them special private emails, isn't it?
Yeah, if Big Boss Pete mate sends you a text message, you'll probably put 2 kisses at the end of it.
We usually get those type of messages about 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Fox, can you do a video for me? Yeah, I've done it now. Thanks. You're the best. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Love you.
Yeah, it's like,
love you all. You're all great. You're lovely. I love you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's how eModels works. Yeah, but anyway, and now we go over to Colin, and we go over for the special time of the week.
Special.
Yeah, we go over for the quiet time now. We sit quietly in the corner while we listen to Death of the Week.
A Death of the Week.
Yeah, it's Fester's factoid first for Chris, and computer worm on this day in 1988. Computer.
Is this a death of the week? Is this a death of the week?
No, this is
a Fester's factoid. Pay
mate.
attention.
Pay attention. I did say.
Ted said death, and I wasn't listening.
Ted did, but we weren't listening.
It's Ted's fault.
In 1988, a computer worm unleashed by Cornell University graduate Robert T. Morris began replicating wildly, clogging thousands of computers around the country. It was intended as an experimental, self-replicating, self-propagating program. Morris soon discovered that the program was infecting machines at a much faster rate than he had anticipated. And he was later tried, fined, and given probation for his efforts.
Worm.
We got some births next, Chris.
That's the birth noise. I can't take that off. So
we're on births now, Fox, and the first one
in the world
is
what was it, birth or death? What?
So this is back to the week.
This is
birth. I'll push the birth button
then.
Yeah, birth now, mate. With 2 F's, births.
I've only put 1 in the text.
It's a bloke called Ben Eglin, and he was a Swedish astrophysicist and spectroscopist.
Wait a minute, this is a death, isn't it?
This is a birth.
Well, how was he what?
Yeah, because he's dead as well now. It's a double whammy, mate. He was born 100-odd year ago, geez. He showed that certain emission lines in the solar spectrum were due to transitions in an highly ionized atoms.
I'll give you emission lines.
Atoms with an H.
Yeah, and we got another one here. This bloke, all it says was he's a Norwegian American meteorologist. And his name
You
is
like meat?
his name is Jacob Al Bonivi Bergertness.
Sorry, was his middle name Al?
Al. A-A-L-L. Al.
Oh, I think it's an owl.
You can call him Al.
Something like that.
Yeah, and he was born on this day in 1897. And we got another birth, and this bloke, his name was Arlo Shapley with an H.
Oh, Shapley.
And he was an American astronomer known as the modern Copernicus, who discovered the sun's position in the galaxy.
The sad thing is, I
So-
know who you meant to say.
I can give you this geezer just as a double, triple, quadruple
Oh,
whammy.
we've got an extra one this week.
What was
Oh,
he born-
yeah.
Was he born, died, and born
Because
again?
this
though?
bloke is German and Danish, and he was born on this day in 1730. He dropped dead at the age of 54. God, that's young. And his name was Otto Friedrich Schmuller. There you go. So now we got the sad bit.
We've already had 2 people that died.
Yeah, I know, but
They
yeah, I
didn't get no hat action.
we got a
I
couple of-
think we like the death of the week better. Don't
See, I got 2 Fs in Death of the Week.
I know you're doing well. I'm looking
But-
for the bloke. Where is he? Here you go. This bloke was a Swiss anatomist, physiologist, and histologist, and was one of the founders of embryology. Oh, there
Founders
you
of-
go.
went off the
What do
screen.
you- what do
Yeah, I
you
know
think
because
of-
it's over there. See, I got
It's
the
a long
camera in the way, and I had to look round it. And his name, oh my God, is Rudolf von Kolliker. There you go.
That
Von
sounds painful.
Kolliker. I got that one right. And he died at the age of 88 on this very day.
I'm afraid it's a case of the Von Kolliker, sir.
Yeah, we can have a nice, easy one, I think. Now, Kenneth Oakley was an English physical anthropologist,
I think it's an easy one.
geologist, paleontologist who developed a method to date fossils' bones by measuring their fluoride levels.
So,
I
so
think
he had an
that-
easy name and a hard job.
Yeah,
He had easy name and hard job, Ted. Yeah.
easy name and 3 hard qualifications.
So yeah, there you go. So that's a nice little selection for you, folks. Hopefully, you think we treated them with the dignity that they deserved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except
Yeah.
2 of them got shortchanged because they didn't get the hat because they were birth as well as death.
Absolutely. See, there was a little overlap there. See, a little sneaky segue.
It was like a transition, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, and yeah, apparently I'm going to be doing the speaking clock next.
First stroke.
I do see Modelmaking Mayhem saying Ted's where's your hat and Chris where's your hat. I do notice that Ted is now wearing a hat.
Yeah, I found
Yeah.
a hat. It was under my rubbish bag over there. I found
Yeah,
it.
and
I
someone
am
in
not yet wearing a hat, but I do have my hat
and
prepared. I
someone in
shall-
the chat has pointed out also we got a special death on a
yeah.
serious note. Is sadly Sean Connery departed
Yeah, earlier
the
in the
world
week.
this
Oh,
week,
yeah.
and
So
our
in respect of,
007 is
in
no
respect of
more.
Sean Connery, I shall put my hat of the week on.
Yeah, so rest in peace, mate.
Yeah, I understand that the St. Peter at Pearly Gate said, "Mr. Bond, we've been expecting you."
Yeah, and he was
Is
like
that
shaken, not stirred.
Why is that a Sean Connery hat if it's a rabbit?
It's not. It's just a hat. I have a couple of extra hats that I haven't worn yet, so I randomly put them in order and then asked Gemma to choose 1,
Yeah.
2, or 3.
I
And
can
she
see the
chose hat
theme.
number 3.
Yeah, I can see the theme there and the connection, Chris. Well done, mate.
Yeah, it's
Number 4,
very
please.
very technical.
You have to keep it on now, though. You always take yours off after about 10 minutes. I think you should
I do
keep
take it off eventually because it gets very very warm under these ears.
You should stop using your brain.
Yeah, but just think about the onset of winter. Chris will be the only sensible one and be warm in his workshop.
Absolutely.
We'll all be freezing. The rain will be hitting the roof. Yeah.
I'll be very warm this winter then when we start doing our live streams in the depths of January and December. Because not only have we got our big thick eModels jackets, but Mama Fox got me a gift. She got me a blanket.
Oh, you got Blanky.
But it's not a blanket really. It's like knitted. But if you imagine that the thread for the knitting is like that wide,
Oh,
and the person that makes it actually knits it with their arms, with their needles.
Oh.
And I can't get it because it's massive, but the thread is like that wide, and
oh.
it just it's dead warm. So I might in the future I might have to be sat here like wrapped up in this big lumpy
I
blanket.
assume you're not actually going to be able to move while you're wearing it.
No,
it's
it weighs a ton and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're just going to see a
unfortunately,
blanket with a hat on.
It looks like it's made out of like like handkerchief. It's like that thick, the thread. I was like, how big are the knitting needles for that? But apparently they do it with their arms. They actually use their arms as knitting needles, and they
I think that's a sign of getting old when people buy you lap blankets.
Luckily, she's not bought me any slippers yet, so I don't think I'm that old.
Yeah, when you're sitting looking out the living room window as the world goes by with your lap blanket on and your coat on and wrapped up.
Tartan slippers and your bag of Werther's originals on your lap.
That's it.
I've got to that age now where I really hope a present is a Warhammer, but it's probably slippers.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like cross over between like, oh.
Yeah.
And then eventually you get to the point where you're like, oh, slippers.
Yeah.
I've not got there yet.
Yeah, your birthday cards change from them fun ones to the picture of an old Bentley or something like that.
Oh, no, it will have like a photograph of like driving gloves.
Yeah.
Open back driving gloves and a golf club, and you'd be like,
the one with the checkered flag on them.
Yeah, and the open back bit there, the knuckle, and you'd be like, oh no. I like if you go back 20 years, they would have had a packet of B&H on there as well, but not anymore.
When you get the slippers for Christmas, though, you've got to remember that you get your slippers, you open them Christmas Day, and you act all excited. Oh, slippers! And you put them on, and they don't fit because they're far too small. But by about the end of January, they've stretched and they're too big.
Yeah.
You fall down the stairs.
And all the fur's gone flat as well, so they've lost that comfiness, haven't they?
Yeah, that's it. Then you just end up falling downstairs with them on because they're too big.
Downstairs.
And they get kicked in the corner because them damn slippers keep tripping you up.
I do like a nice pair of slippers, though.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
You shouldn't say that. Shouldn't say that,
Thing
Chris.
is, though, looking at Chris with that hat on, I think, actually, he does like a pair of slippers.
I've got slippers on at the moment. I shall show you.
Yeah.
Slippers
Are they-
on my feet.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah, but as long as they're not like the tartany ones that are mostly open with the flippy flappy bit at the back.
No, not with them.
Yeah. All right. Is this an evening of everybody show your slippers? I've got my slippers on.
See,
I
slippers.
I have no slippers.
Yeah.
No.
Ted has got old man slippers.
I've just got a pair of almonds on, mate. That's it.
I've actually got a pair of diabetic socks, but only because I went through some like foot troubles earlier in the year, and these I'm not diabetic, but they have no seam on the inside.
Yeah.
So they're very gentle on your foot, and they're also really fat and fluffy, so they keep my feet really toasty.
Oh, right. I thought they were like just socks that had something wrong with them.
They're diabetic socks. No, they've got no seam on the inside, and they don't have an elasticated top. So they're not
No, they
tight.
have a lot of give to let your feet swell up and your ankles swell up.
I was having some issues with my feet early this year, and it wasn't.
My normal socks don't have seams on the inside. But,
Yeah, well, they can have a very subtle seam that if you're diabetic or you've got like water retention, apparently your feet can be really sensitive, so they need to be nice and soft and smooth.
Yeah.
And luckily, I just needed some soft socks, basically.
I
So.
take it you can tell you've got water retention when you go around and your feet are sloshing, even though it's not raining.
Yeah. Feels like you're walking on water because the arches of your feet swell out. As
Yeah,
well.
you have to take the wellies off to go outside. It's
bizarre.
You get seasick on your feet.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what. I just had sore feet at the start of the year, various reasons. So it wasn't water retention or diabetes or anything, but I just wanted some soft.
Zasta says parents, grandparents, etc. used to buy me slippers every Christmas and birthday. I've never worn slippers.
Yeah.
That's old people that buy them.
Felice says he's never owned a pair of slippers. I just wondered if people, instead of wearing slippers, they have socks with them rubber bubbly bits on.
Toasties.
Yeah, or slipper socks or things like that. Yeah.
We've got Mum, Foxx, and I. We bought a load of pairs of heat holders, which are they're not got the bubbly bits, but they're really insulated socks. And in the winter, they're really nice because they're fluffy on the bottom, on the inside, and they keep your feet toasty warm and they're like that thick. They're nice.
Emma Jane says she buys slippers because they look cute and none of them have any practical use. They're just more like a trip hazard waiting to happen. I can see Emma. She'll probably buy those little bunny ones, fluffy bunny ones, or
My wife's got them Womble slippers, Ted. That go up just below the knee.
or you get the novelty slippers, especially at Christmas. Like I had a pair of big Gruffalo feet. They were just just big furry slippers with claws and things.
I've just got this image now of Ted with his Gruffalo feet.
Have you seen those slippers that are 2 feet in one? You can't walk in them because they're attached together, but you put both feet in one slipper.
Oh yes, I've seen them. Yeah, they're the ones that Billy Connolly says you need to buy 2 of them and put them by the fire. Then when the burger breaks in, you go, "Oh,
yeah."
I had like your Gruffalo feet. I remember when I was much younger, my mum and dad got me a pair of wolf slippers, like just like wolf head with the mouth going ah, and if you squeezed the ear, they made a woo sound. But they were so big and ungainly, I had to go up and down the stairs sideways because they were like.
Scale model light. I'm missing the chat now. Said he loves slippers. He wears them. I've lost the chat. Hang on.
Curate says Ted had a pair of big Gruffalo feet, and Mrs. Ted had a hard time finding slippers for it.
Yeah. Scale model Muse says I love slippers. I wear them unless I'm at work. I refuse to put on shoes if it's not needed. Now, has anybody gone to work in the slippers and not realised till you got to work that you still got your slippers on?
Not that old, Ted.
Well, probably Foxx. Yeah, you'd do that anyway because you're only out of the bed and into your slippers.
I roll out of bed and into my office.
Yeah.
Steve 131 says Foxx, my wife says the socks work very well. Yes, the diabetic socks, they're very comfortable if you've got sensitive feet. If you've got
Graham M, I hope Graham M's relatives are watching because he's hankering after a pair of decent slippers. If this is what's going into my 60s means, he's not happy. So you get to the age of about 30 and people start buying you slippers. Yeah. That's it. What should we buy? What should we buy Ted for Christmas? Let's buy some slippers. Yeah. Despite them asking you what would you like for Christmas, and you give them the big list.
Oh yeah.
They buy you slippers.
You give them a list of all the weathering sets and model kits you want, and it's I couldn't find any, so I got you a nice pair of socks and a pair of slippers.
It always makes me laugh with my family because if you know me, I'm the easiest person to get a present for. Just a model kit is just a safe bet. I'm not even. It doesn't have to get. But some of my family, they'll be like, "Here's a book about pencils."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scale Model Muse says, I have gone to work in slippers once. Luckily, I had some shoes in the car.
Oh, let's see. It does happen. Yes. Yeah. Isn't this an interesting theme for a model making chat show? Slippers.
Absolutely. I can see the connection, Ted. They could be scale slippers.
This is a model making show?
No. I stand corrected. For an interesting live stream. Tonight, we're going to discuss slippers.
Yeah. Next week, a cup of tea and a sit down.
I think people would think that they was in the wrong show if we started talking about models, though, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'll just turn the eModels chat live stream on just to see what they're talking about this week. My favourite subject, slippers. Yeah, there we. Donald McKenzie says, I always change my footwear at work, so I bought a pair of Skechers memory things. Best 30 quid ever. I've got a pair of Skechers shoes. They're cool. What else?
I can honestly say in my life, I never have and I never will ever wear a pair of Crocs. I could promise that. I use my feet in Crocs.
Yeah, Crocs. Yeah, Crocs are all right. They're pretty good.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Is that what the Dutch wear?
No, they're clogs.
No, the Dutch are normal. They don't wear Crocs either. Paul Line says, I'm working from home at the moment, so slippers and dressing gown is my current work attire. Well, it's at least you've set yourself that minimum standard. It could be
worse. Yeah. Just dress from the waist up, just with shirt and tie. That's it for your Zoom meeting. Once that's gone, back on with the dressing gown.
Yeah, but that's what we do for this show, isn't it?
That's all we do. Yeah. That's all I've got on tonight. It's just
we just have to be very careful about things that might reflect.
Yeah, don't stretch over for the red bottle lid, Ted, and say in your chair.
B3 says, I went to work when I was a postie with one black shoe and one brown shoe, and no one noticed. Didn't realise himself till he got home. Getting dressed in the dark.
I remember many years ago, I was sort of putting washing away, and I got 2 different coloured socks. You know, you ball your socks up into a pair and put in the sock drawer. and I got one wrong, and then I wasn't paying attention. So because I got two of the socks wrong, like a red one and a green one or whatever, and I was doing some more, and I lost track. Then I thought, well, I'm not going to go back and start opening up all my socks to find the right ones. So from that point on, I had no choice but to have odd socks for like the next 10 years because I couldn't spend an hour going through all my socks and sorting them out.
Now, I thought I would have this problem solved about odd socks, so I started buying black socks, just black socks. But then I still sit and try to match the pairs.
You get a long and a short one, don't you? And you're like,
a
how?
long and a short one, and that rib's different to that rib.
In a topic unrelated to footwear, Ostrich 90 million says, on an unrelated matter, I am eating an entire chocolate orange. I opened a chocolate orange yesterday, and I didn't eat the entire thing yesterday.
I snaffled a whole packet.
There's 2 bits left, so I didn't eat the whole thing yesterday.
I'm not sure it's actually legal to eat a chocolate orange before Christmas.
It is when they're on sale.
Yes. I did notice as well the other day in a certain supermarket that I can't name, but it's green. I did notice that they had, after 8 mints, gin flavoured.
Ooh.
Gin.
They haven't got many more. Ted's got more.
I actually said Ted a link the other day. There is a certain supermarket that I won't name that does food boxes. You order a box of meat or water or whatever, cats or something, and they actually had the ultimate gin box.
Yeah,
and it was like, oh, I'll send that to Ted. Then I realised it was just a bottle of gin and then just snacks. I'm like, oh, that's not that ultimate. Then. Bottle of gin, that's not going to last Ted more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, but the box arrives. You rip it open, you take the gin out, you drink the gin, and you discover other things in the bottom of it.
You don't care what's in the box after that.
Yeah. Doesn't matter about what else is in the box.
Quino Man says, my dad once fell asleep in a chair and my sister, 3 years old at the time, climbed up and put makeup on his face. When he woke up, he went to work with the makeup on his self-employed farm contract.
Everybody's liking the chocolate fix now. Ostrich 9000 says, I fancy a dark chocolate one now. Oh.
Yeah.
Is it me, or if you eat a whole chocolate orange, does anybody else get that kind of slightly slimy after effect from chocolate?
Have you
oranges?
noticed how thin the slices have started to get on the chocolate orange? It's like, really?
Is the orange the same size? So are you getting more slices?
They thin the slices down, Ted. Whereas they used to be solid with the name carved in, they're now really thin with the name sticking out.
I got McDonald's the other day, and I got their like ultimate mega massive quarter pounder, which was the size of a cheeseburger. I'm like, wow, it's just getting ridiculous now.
Yeah, it's shrinkflation, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a season of chocolates coming up. So all the selection boxes and tubs of Heroes and Quality Street are all in the shops now.
It's just the time of year I get a Toblerone, and I'll be interested to see how far apart the mountains are this year. Isn't it?
Here's a question for you guys and for anyone in chat who's old. When I was a young lad, many, many years ago, at Christmas, there was always a pack of dates. We never had dates any time. We just used to get a Christmas hamper, and in the hamper was a pack of dates, that shape.
Yeah, the long white packet. Yeah.
What the hell was the plastic stick for?
It was a date fork, mate. You used to stab the date with it and put it on the end and eat it, mate.
I remember it had like a little Y shape, and I never figured out how you're supposed to stab a date with
it was a date fork, mate.
Yeah, you use the other end. That's the bit you hold.
Yeah.
You're stabbing with the pointy end.
Yeah.
Because I always remember, like, I had a collection of those date sticks, but nobody in this house ever ate dates.
Yeah, my mum used to always have a box of dates at Christmas, and
It's like you used to get the tray of toffee. You used to get a square tray of toffee with a little metal hammer.
Yeah.
And then you'd eat the toffee and you'd keep the hammer. And then eventually over time, you'd have about a dozen hammers in the cutlery drawer for no apparent reason. They'd never come. You never get, we'll keep that for next year.
Yeah, come in handy. Yeah.
Well, everyone's got a drawer of stuff that you might come in useful at some point.
Oh, that's the man drawer now, Chris, isn't it? We've all got one of them in our houses, isn't we? A man drawer full of old phones, flat batteries.
Yeah, battery chargers and batteries that might or might not be dead.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah,
curtain hooks, springs,
old watches where the battery went and you couldn't be bothered to change it, so you just got a new watch.
No, I don't have them.
For some reason, we've got the kitchen drawer. It's just called the kitchen drawer, and it's one drawer in the kitchen that's just got nothing but kitchen stuff. It's like full of screwdrivers and bits and batteries and just stuff. And it's always got like 5 long dead square 9-volt batteries in it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why they go in that drawer when they're dead. They're dead.
Yeah, old 3-pin plugs with a terminal missing, or molded plugs that you've cut off, and it's like you're never going to use it again.
Yeah, curtain hooks. What else is in there?
Fuses.
All the Allen keys in the world.
Yeah.
You get a flat pack thing, you build it, and you've got a load of Allen keys. I'll keep them.
Yeah, or you have a load of Allen keys, all the same size from flat pack furniture.
We actually got Mama Foxx got some garden furniture earlier this year, like a couple of chairs and stuff, and they came with one Allen key, which fitted all the nuts and bolts, all the little sort of Allen bolts perfectly. Apart from when you get the chairs are made of 2 bits and they come attached to a metal frame that you have to take them off the frame. You throw the frame away. It's just a packing frame. All the bolts in the furniture were the perfect size for the Allen key, apart from the bolts that held the pieces to this metal package, which was a completely different size. I'm like, well, I'd be knackered right from this. The first thing you do is take off this frame. So I had to go rummage in the drawer, and luckily we had one exactly the right size. How dumb is that?
Oh, well, the drawer works, but that's probably the only time something useful was found in the drawer.
Yeah,
And 3 things went back in it. Vincent at Mr. Loth's Modelmaking's here. He says, boomers, they're called lithium-ion power cells now. Batteries, lol. We still have batteries.
Am I Generation Z? I don't know, 1971. I think I'm Generation Z.
I don't know what I am. I'm the same as you, but I don't know what it's called. I'm just me.
Boomers. We're not Ted's a boomer.
Well, everybody else is saying what they've got in their drawer. Phil Lewis has got some partly used birthday candles. Yeah, there's always them.
Yeah, we got some of those.
Yeah, well, you can't throw away a birthday candle once it's been burnt down a little bit because it's still got lots of candle. But equally, you can't use them for somebody else's birthday because that's just not right.
Yeah, I mean, some of ours have got 4, 5, 6, 7 on it from when the boys were growing up, and it's like,
you're gonna wait till the 74, and then you can rearrange the numbers.
you have a little piece of plug wire about that long as well that's been stripped bare, and you're like, why have I got that?
Yeah, but you can't throw it away because you might need it for something. You know it. You know you've kept it for something.
Don't forget. Everybody has at least one of those little sort of L-shaped bits of metal with a screw hole in either end that you've got no idea what it's from.
Yeah, the brackets, and the plastic MFI screw 2 bits to wear together chop block things.
Yeah, or you've got a collection of the bits where you've got like a slide bolt. The bit the slide bolt goes into, but not the slide bolt bit, just the bit. We've got some.
Dave Carbard's got half a box of Swan matches. Birthday candles, that's all 4 of them. In our house, it's called the third drawer down. Where's the sellotape? It's in the 3rd drawer down.
Yeah.
Here's a question: if anybody grew up in the 70s and 80s, was it just me, or did everybody's mum refer to a place in the house called the side?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Where is it? It's on the side. Yeah.
Have you seen the potato peeler? Yeah, it's on the side.
But they would say, go and have a look. You'd come back and go, I couldn't find it. They would walk straight out and just put their hand blindly on there and go, there it is. You're like,
but you notice how the side was always like somewhere totally different every time. It could be the mantelpiece or the kitchen shelf. It's on the side.
What else has people got in the drawers?
Dave Cardboard says, my drawer has been known to be a source of material for nose weights. Sorry to mention modelling.
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't do it again, David.
Yeah, we'll let you off this time.
Tom Hardy's got pens from work, hundreds of pens. Yeah, but none of them will work. Yeah,
I've got an air freshener from where I used to work from 10 years ago, and it still smells nice. It's bizarre.
Phil Lewis has got 3 blunt peelers. Yeah, you never throw them away because it might just work. A trash bag, ties, tons of tools from furniture assembly, pins, clips, pens, pencils, etc. Yes, that's it.
Stanley knives without any blades in them.
Yeah, or blades without any Stanley knives.
Yeah.
Vincent and Mr. Loath says, my drawers are emptying out. Anyone have a fancy for a potluck box of Revel enamels? Might be good, might be balked. Take a gamble. Probably balked.
George Taylor says, I can't say what's in my drawers. This is a family-friendly show.
Not that drawer.
Yeah, that's the special drawer.
That's a secret drawer.
Don McKenzie says, my pens from work cost a fortune. They must be NASA space pens then,
Yeah,
not Roscosmos pencils.
yeah, yeah. The Russians, brilliant. You got to love them.
It's-
Contents of all Christmas crackers. It says Wayne Hayward. Absolutely.
Yeah.
A small deck of cards and a fortune-telling fish. Don't forget, of course, the fish that moves in your hand like that.
that's a
And-
fo-
That is the fortune telling fish.
And the prize is out of a Christmas cracker that you've gone straight in the
And-
drawer.
Don't forget, of course, the keyring sewing kit. Little
Yeah,
with the thread and
And the pack of 3 teeny tiny screwdrivers.
oh yeah.
yeah, got them. Yeah,
or those metal puzzles that you have to try.
I like them.
yeah, yeah, like the little wire ones. Yeah,
Or even worse than the tiny pack of cards is when you get a tiny deck of cards. It's got like 5 cards in it. You're like, what's the point? I think we've got about 3 of them flippy flappy fish on our mantelpiece in the front room. We just get left there.
Dave Cardboard says, yeah, the battery tester. Yeah,
Yep. The battery tester that has the battery taken out of it.
yeah.
Yeah. Phil Lewis says a random golf tee where nobody in the house has ever played golf.
I think we've got a shotgun cartridge in one of the drawers, and I don't know why.
You look at it and you're like, why?
Malcolm says we have batteries, tiny playing cards, flicky frog thing, lanyards, screwdrivers, badges, USB cables. All might be useful one day. Yes.
Absolutely, mate.
What else? Rolls Royce pens, says the Donald Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but if you
Yeah, various screws where the flat and the crosshead have been stripped out by overzealous screwdrivering.
Yeah. Or just screwdrivering in my case. I do that every time.
and of course there has to be a TV remote in there with no battery.
Oh
in it.
yeah, no
Well,
battery.
Yeah,
And you don't own the product that the remote was made for either.
and you try it and everything else, and
Yeah.
it still doesn't work.
And don't forget, of course, the inimitable, what looks like a little 9-volt power pack thing.
Yeah,
You've got the little 4-way plug, but you've got no idea what voltage it is because there's no sticker on it, and you don't know what. And you're like, I can't put it into something because I don't know what it is.
yeah.
There's all-
Discarded coin cell batteries as well. There's always a few of them in the corner, isn't there?
Yeah, but there does come a time when you clear the drawer out, isn't there? You have a
No.
real good. Yeah,
No.
I don't need it. Throw it out. I don't need this. Right, I've never used it. I don't even know what it is. You throw it out. Then you have a nice, clean, empty drawer. Within a week, it's full
Yeah.
again.
How
I'm
many
go-
old keys have you got in there as well? There's always keys, isn't there? And you're like,
Yeah,
what are these
what-
keys for?
Yeah,
You go around looking for every lock.
We've got a
what's his key for? I don't know. Oh, we'll better keep it then. Yeah.
We've got a few places in the house where we've got like little things on the wall where you hang keys up. But all the keys I need are on my key ring. Mama Fox has got a set of keys, and we've got keys for the back and front door. So all these keys on the key, I've no idea what they're
Yeah.
for. So
And you
like,
go on a mission then, don't you? Like, I will find what this key fits even, you know?
no idea what half of them are for.
Yeah.
On an unrelated note, I recently found this, and I have no key for it.
However, that shouldn't stop you. From,
It didn't. I have opened it. Yeah.
you might now have a lock picking set.
Yeah, I got a lock picking set. Even though I would just slip the lock.
Yeah, one of my friends sent me a lock picking set. And I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I
I've
don't know
got
how
the
we
one.
do it.
I've got the one with the clear padlock.
Yeah, I've got
Sit
that
there
one.
and watch it. Yeah, yeah.
I read the
It's
instructions. The
brilliant.
ones I had rubbish instructions, so I still didn't know how I was doing it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't understand what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But it's fun to try.
Oh yeah.
absolutely. It's
in fact-
interesting, isn't it?
If you watch the lock picking lawyer, he kind of goes click, 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 done. But when
Yeah.
you actually do it yourself, you're like, it really hurts my thumb and it's quite stressful on your fingers. I'm like, ow.
Once we've done the padlock, we always go to the back door of the kitchen, don't we?
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
might have tried that. It didn't work.
Right.
You may have noticed in my background, these are actually locks.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look.
This is a lock picking training set.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're going to give us a demo.
Sorry?
You're going to give us a demo, a live demo.
No.
He locked
No.
the key in the safe and he hasn't got. He can't remember
Yeah, I
the
can't open it.
combination.
Oh, dear.
right. Yeah, everybody's going on about the drawers that they have at home. One thing, so I think it was that. So somebody said that what is obviously the modern thing in a drawer now, phone chargers.
Yeah.
Where but it's not just phone chargers now, is it? It's lightning cables, because it stops working, so you go buy another one, but you keep the one that's not working.
Yeah.
Just in case. Just
And
in
you can
case
never find the one with the right end because they keep changing them. It should be universal, shouldn't it? One does all. So much easier.
We've got a selection of various old phones that either never got used. Somewhere we've got like an old Motorola flip phone from the 90s.
Yeah, I've got a razor sat in the drawer, in the man drawer.
Scooper asks, whose watching store is it this week, I wonder?
Yeah.
That'd be me.
Mm.
That'd be me then.
I'll give you a clue. It's an easy one.
No, that was last week, mate.
Graham M says, I still have a front door key from my house in Australia. We left there in 1997.
Good one, mate.
Yeah, we've got keys for the back door that we got rid of in like 1988.
Yeah.
I think we've got a lot of car keys for cars I haven't seen in 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never know. You might keep that key and it might just fit the new door that you have on, even though it's a totally
I've
different
still
lock.
got a set of
I'd hope
keys
not.
for my old Ford Cortina. It's
Well,
like,
the problem I've got is I've got a spare key for my Fiesta, but it's in a little box with spare key for my Sierra and my Fiesta and my other Fiesta and 3 Fiestas before that and an Escort state, and they're all the same.
Scale Model Muse. She says, I still got the skeleton key that opened the back door at her nan's. The entire door was replaced when she was 3.
Felice has got a battered matchbox car that might be worth something one day. Yeah, there's always one of them. It's old, so I'll keep it. I'll keep it in the drawer.
Yeah, it's a dinky toy, Ted, with only one wheel, but you never know. It might be worth it.
Yeah, one day on Antiques Roadshow, I've got one like that in the drawer.
It won't be.
Won't be in the
It
drawer
might
when
not
you
be
go
in the drawer. It
looking
might
for
be
it.
on the side.
I've also got about a dozen lighters that I had from the days when I used to smoke, and it's like,
Yeah, I find them around the house every now and then. From those days, those dim, dark days.
oh yes.
Ostrich 9000 is selling his house at the moment, so he needs to clear out all his stuff. Yeah, it's horrendous. When I moved house here, it was horrendous. What junk? What is the junk drawer becomes the junk box, and you end up just tipping things into it.
Yeah, and then it becomes the junk pile, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah,
And then it becomes a junk room.
That's it. Just put it in the loft. Yeah.
I question myself because I stuck my head up in our loft last year, and I'm like, what is all this stuff? And then you're like, why do we keep hold of it? It's like if it's up there, because you don't need it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It should be a rule. If you haven't used it in 2 months, you chuck it out. But it doesn't happen.
B3 says we picked the lock on a college roommate's room, cleared it out, told him the landlord had done it because he was late with the rent. Then we put it all back when he went to complain. He thought he was going mad. Very cool.
That is cool.
Right, yeah, going on. What else? Yeah, everybody's talking about the drawers and locks. So good, keep that up. We haven't done belly and bench because we've been on to other things, but you can always slip us in with what's in your belly and what's on your bench.
Do keep in mind, of course, we're interested in the belly bit, really. We don't care about what's on the bench.
Yeah. It's always numbers and figures when people tell us what they've what they got building. But
so our real focus is really the belly bit.
Although we are interested in the upcoming bench thing. Ted's got a package.
Ted's got a package.
Ted needs to get his package on the internet.
Do you want to see my package?
Yeah, you're going to put your package on the bench, Ted.
Get your package out on camera.
Here I have a package.
Unpackaged.
Unboxing. Mind your address.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because people can send me things. Yeah. If you want to send me things, that's my address. Now,
by things he means gin.
Yeah, gin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind signing for it because you have to be over 18 to sign for alcoholic deliveries, but I don't mind signing at all.
Probably find you'll just get the contents of all our man drawers sent to you, mate.
I don't want
148 Allen keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will give you until just before Fox's what's in store to have a guess what you think this could be. Now, you've seen the size of the box. What do you think? What
is it? I don't mean what's in the box. I mean, what is it? What is it? That thing that's in the box. What is it going to be? As in, is it your own build? Is it any models build? Is
Oh,
it what?
sorry. I've yeah.
You forgot to say that
clear.
bit.
I did make that clear. Yeah, this is the yeah. Yeah,
People are going, what is this, slippers? I don't know.
yeah. I forget. It's the important.
Intercontinental pants? It could be anything.
It's the important bits I forget. It used to be like that in court. So, officer, what did you see? Huh?
Yeah. I was cleaning my glasses at the time.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see my client steal the beer?
No, there was a young lady on the other side of the road. She had this drip. Oh,
Stephen Hill Harris is saying a pair of slippers.
Yeah, we've got some guesses in chat. Dave Cardboard says it's a box of spatulas.
Exfilled for Ted. It's a pair of slippers, a tank. A Billy was fish and chips bench as usual. Crap, says B3.
Dave Cardboard says box of spatulas. Yeah, send all your spatulas too. Model making guru.
Paul Line says belly, spicy chicken and chorizo pasta with crispy parmesan shards and cheesy garlic bread. Bench, a tank.
Yeah, kept it simple.
Kept it
Garlic bread.
Parmesan shards. That sounds a bit bourgeois to me.
Anders Ericsson saying pigeons in 35th scale
Pigeon.
because they coo.
Pigeon.
Because they coo.
Scale model muse is okay. He's driving home. We'll still be here. Just hurry up. If we're not here, you can wind us back and watch us again. So right, the box.
What's in the box?
I'm just reading Model Making Mayhem, right?
Yeah, the box is 12. It's not 12 inches. It's 9.5 inches by 7 inches. Yeah. So that.
What's the specific gravity, Ted? What's its displacement?
Yeah.
Oh, that's close. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Now we're talking. Yeah.
What people don't know is we don't know what this is either. We haven't got a clue.
No.
I don't
But
know.
I've just got this idea that's gone. Ba-ding.
Microphone when I was saying that. I don't know why. We don't know what's in the box.
Yeah, it could have been something you said there, Fox, that sort of it was.
Yeah,
close.
I know what I said.
Yeah. Is it linked to one of the words written on your hat?
Yeah, could be. Right, my I can't get it out of the box now. My eModels, my Christmas eModels build. Has anybody else?
No. Tim Young says Ted's 7-inch package.
No, he said it was 9.5.
My 7-inch package for the Christmas eModels build will be Lexington.
Oh, cute alert! Cute alert!
It's a squidgy ship.
It's a squeaky chip. I think we actually give one of these or one or two of these away in prizes.
I think we did. We get little squidgy planes as well.
Yes, you get all the squidgy planes, waterline and full hull options available. 3 types of aircraft provided. Detachable elevator cover, press fit assembly.
You're not going to paint that in 4 hours.
Yeah,
Or are you?
I can because we sprayed that one, didn't we? We did that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but then you have 3 aircraft that need a camouflage scheme. Yeah.
Yeah, the Corsairs and things. So, yeah, I'm not going to open the box, but that's it.
You just open the box.
That's it. I mean, I'm not going to open that.
That's the inside of the box.
I'm not going to open the box.
That's literally the insides of the box.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
there.
tell you what I'm getting this Christmas.
The box fell open. But there's 3 aircraft that you can build. There's the waterline model or the full hull version of the Lexington. So we'll have a bit of fun with that for a few hours on
Absolutely
somewhere over Christmas. So
So Ted's got a boat, and I've got a tank. I've got the Char B1, big heavy tank. So we've got a tank and a boat. And the others have got other things as well.
I've got the Churchill tank, which I have.
I'm on Colin first. Too late. I'm on Colin now.
Yeah, I've got
Colin's got a boat.
I've got the Chibi Titanic.
Ooh, Chibi Titanic.
So 2 ships and 2 tanks.
Squidgy boat.
And then Fox has got what?
I've got the Churchill, which is still unopened. I've not assembled it or pre-primed it or anything.
Yeah,
that's worked out quite well. So we can have people voting. So we can have team tank or team boat.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it.
Team tank obviously win, because
Can I switch over to team boat?
Yeah, and I suppose one thing with the Lexington being a warship, we could do some weathering bits and things.
Have you not started your preparation yet, then, Fox? Because I thought you'd have had that in primer by now, mate.
He's actually bought 2.
Look at him. I'll get the look.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
doing it.
God. No,
Finger of shame. Finger of shame.
box, and I've put the paints inside the box. That's all I've done.
Yeah, but I bet you've got another one that you've already
Everything
built,
is
haven't you?
sealed in the bag. That's in
So
the bag.
then pieces of the hull on sticks just to your right in the background, they're nothing to do with that build, are they? He's looking.
What,
That's
that? That's not a joke, man.
I'm sure I had him out of shot.
Yeah, he's like he spotted them in. Yeah.
No. I'll have to use an airbrush though. So
Yeah, that's all right. We did last year, mate.
yeah, I won't finish it. I don't think I'll finish it in 4 hours. I won't even finish building it in 4 hours. I'm too slow.
Look, his
you can
OCD's
stay
kicking in.
behind
He's like,
afterwards.
I need preparation time.
I know. I need to just. Takes me an hour just to. I don't know. Paint.
Well, leave it open to the audience if they think you should be allowed to prepare.
No, we know they aren't going to let me allowed to
I
prepare.
know. I was just lulling you into a false sense.
And this is why I'm worried about being on Team Tank.
Winning isn't defined by finishing the bill. Winning is defined by who entertains the people the most.
We're all winners because we're taking part. Foxx.
Yeah, we all get a special award.
Yeah, Team Ship will be entertaining because we'll have the rapport and the chat between us, and we'll have a bit of a giggle and a laugh.
Well, mine was a nod to Professor McSkipperton for doing his Titanic, so I thought, well, I'll keep a theme going. So
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So oh, you've already got a vote there, Cole, from George Taylor. He said Cole's Titanic as your.
cheers, mate. Checks in the post.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So if you want to see what we do, come along with us. We'll at a time to be announced around about Christmas when we'll be doing our build. We usually do it live. If you haven't seen it before, we do it live on an afternoon, sometime between Christmas and New Year. Come along and join in. If you've got the kit yourself, there's lots of time to get an order into eModels. You could build along with us.
Yeah.
That's eModels.co.uk.
And there's, yeah.
Squishy tanks and squishy
Tim
boats.
Young's made a good point, Ted. No tank has ever sunk a ship.
There's a ship that stunk a tank.
But equally, no. Yes, I was going to say that, but I won't say it anymore because he just said it, and I was too slow.
Could have been
so
them
I'll just sit here
special
quietly.
ship-to-shore missiles, Chris, that can knock on a door before they go bang on the inside.
Yeah, but it didn't sink it.
Oh, actually, here's another fact. Tanks have been boats, but boats have never been tanks.
Well, battleships have got big boomsticks, haven't they?
Yeah.
No, but tanks have been boats. There were the funny that floated and got. They had,
There's more tanks at the bottom of the ocean than there are boats in the middle of the desert.
I think straws are getting clutched out here, Ted, don't you, mate?
Yeah.
There's no rivalry in this, folks.
no rivalry at all because tanks are better.
Absolutely.
I mean, boats, you've just got one or two sides and a bit of paint. You know, tanks.
Me and Ted have come out laughing because our builds are push fit. It's like we selected wisely.
So are ours.
Oh, are they? Oh, right. All our builds are push fits, folks.
Yeah, but we get to do like mud and dirt and dust. You just get a bit of rust.
Yeah, but I could do Battleship Grey. Nothing's better than
I
Battleship.
could make this Deathcore. That'd be Battleship Grey. I could paint it Deathcore with Creed.
Yeah,
colours.
but I get to make a chibi iceberg for my
Yeah,
Titanic.
but all I have to do with this, I don't even need to base coat it. I can just prime it, and it's Battleship Grey.
Oh,
I don't
damn
have
it.
to do that because my pieces are already pre-coloured.
Yeah, they're pre-coloured, but I did it again. I'm sure it is pre-coloured, and I'm sure I painted it last year.
Pre-coloured, mate. Quick coat of matte varnish and a bit of weathering, Ted.
No.
Tell
Got
you,
me painted. No plastic must show.
what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to watch last year's Christmas build to remind myself whether or not I painted it.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure
you
there was
did.
airbrush action going on.
Yeah, I think you did paint it because we wouldn't not paint it. That's be a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we did well last year with our 4-hour builds and Fox's 45-hour build. I think we did all right.
The one thing I might do in advance.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Now the fighting makes sense.
The one thing I might do in advance is
build
prepare some Warhammer parts to go on it. Because I'll have to find some bits that I can't sit there for 2 hours trying to find bits that fit. So I'll get some bits ready if I'm going to Warhammer, and I might find a dude to stick out the top, and I'll get him pre-built and painted. Because I did that after the stream last time anyway.
Are we allowed that?
Yeah.
Diorama prep.
Yeah, because that's if I paint a figure, that's 2 hours. So yeah, so I might get that done ready. So just
What do you
be
think,
ready.
Chris?
Yeah, because that's not part of the kit.
Nah, no.
You're the button man.
Yeah,
you know.
you're allowed to do extra stuff. If he's
Yeah.
not doing the kit, then
Yeah.
it's extra stuff.
'cause
Then
don't
yes,
forget-
that's allowable.
Yeah, because the last 2 times I've done the dude afterwards off air. So
Mm.
yeah, so I might get that bit. Yeah.
A little bit. I inadvertently had the tank on sticks, and it primed itself off the mist
I
coming off
slipped
the
and
boot.
accidentally primed as I went past.
However, Donald Mackenzie's taken after Fox. He said he's already started his Santa tank last night, and it
that's
might be
good, man.
finished for Christmas. Yeah, so he can join and build. In fiction, there was a submarine that sunk a truck. Name that film. Was that Submarine? I think that's what was it called, Submarine? It was a German
Was-
submarine off the American coast.
Was it ironically called The Submarine That Sunk the Truck?
Truck sub. Now, Paul Lyons has got his head screwed on right. He says Fox could paint his black and it could be the Black Prince, which was a big Churchill.
Yeah.
Excellent. So what I'll do is I'll get it built. I'll give it a coat of UMP black primer. Done.
Yeah, cool. And nobody could see it because it's on it's video. I was gonna do the Baneblade black but nobody would see it.
Chindy88 says, going back to talking about lofts and things, I've got a Land Rover bench seat in my loft. I've no idea how I got up there, and I've no idea how I get it back down either. Awesome.
Yeah, the things we collect. It's a man thing, in it. Loads of stuff in the shed that I've no idea what it is and why I've got it, but it's in the shed. What else we do? Anyway, it's getting on to that time, I think, for what's in store, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we must be near the time.
Yes.
And tonight's, after that great revelation about the eModels build.
Revelations.
Yeah, I can't even say.
What's that word, Carl?
Right. Rest, breathe. Right, it's time to go over to Fox for his what's in store.
Is it locked on me?
It can be, yes. Are you going to do your? It's for a mug as well, isn't it?
No, it's
not. Nope, it's for nothing.
It's for nothing this week, is it? Okay.
Nothing. Yes. So I have to do my own terms and conditions bit as well as when it's mine. This is not fair.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I have to do.
Did you want someone else to do the terms and conditions?
Yeah, go on. While I press some buttons.
Okay, I'll do the terms and conditions.
Good girl. I knew I liked you for a reason.
You can win absolutely nothing if you guess correctly what Fox's theme is. You will guess correctly what Fox's theme is, even if you're not watching. You'll probably guess it right. So.
Yeah, you can start guessing now if you want because you probably do it.
Momentarily, Fox will be on screen with his what's in store. He'd selected some things from the eModels store, eModels.co.uk. Do make sure you've refreshed and dragged. Is that the right way?
Refresh and drag.
And drag.
Yeah, you better refresh and drag.
So you're up to date and actually live in the live chat now, as opposed to watching this in 20 seconds and then answering, because then you'll be 20 seconds behind everyone else that's answered, and you just won't win nothing.
And we will mock you all and give you the finger of shame.
Did you just say you won't win nothing?
You won't win nothing if you're too late.
You won't win nothing.
You won't win nothing.
You won't win nothing.
Whereas if you're early enough, you will win nothing. Yeah.
Nothing with two F's and a capital K on the end.
Fox is ready, so I shall lock on Fox and we shall see what's in store.
Yes, I'm doing theme tonight, as Chris just said. And unlike some people, I like to keep mine not too complicated.
Yeah,
you don't have.
Fox is very simple. No, wait. Fox's what's in store is very simple.
Either or. You don't need to read all the descriptions. You don't need to pause the screen to read the product descriptions. I'm not going to have any super secret stuff. I thought tonight, with tonight's theme, I'm angling on the side of the hobby that we don't often talk about, which is, you could say, is the boring side of things, but it's not boring. It's all the stuff that isn't a model kit. There's a lot of the hobby that we never really talk about because we talk about the kits and how you do things, but there's all the bits you need. So I thought I'd give you a good selection tonight of stuff, things that you might find handy. So I'm going to start off with this. The Mung is pronounced Mung, by the way, not Meng. Mung Model Precision Hobby Pin Rice Set.
Monk.
which looks like a little sort of fat baseball bat. I quite like it. Colin was thinking I was going to say something else, but family friendly, keep it clean.
I was laughing at Ted.
Oh, wow, I can't see what people are doing, so I can't see the little thumbnails. What's
You
Ted
don't
doing?
need to. It's fine.
Is he being special again?
Ah, he's been Ted.
Oh, okay. Is he? Yeah, so starting off with the Model Precision Hobby Pin Vise set. If you've never had a pin vise, you need a pin vise.
Everybody needs a pin vise.
A pin vise is basically a tiny, tiny hand drill. You put the bit in and you twizzle it in your hand and it drills little tiny holes. If you've never thought that you needed one, and you can't think of why you need one, you really need one. Because as soon as you get one, you'll be drilling holes in everything.
And especially your fingers.
Yes. Well, yes, that as well. But like I got one. My first pin vise I bought to put holes in the hull of a U-boat, the little drainage holes. After that, I put holes in everything.
Mm.
If it needed
Whether
a hole,
they wanted them or not.
yeah, and whether it wanted, yeah, exactly. Like I was drilling out barrels, I was doing little things that were details on models. Yeah, I was. So once you get one, you'll find uses for it, and it'll be an indispensable tool. And it's always nice to get one that's got a big blobby bit on the end because it's good on your. They can be quite rough on the palm of your hand. So
You need one as well that has a swivel top on it, so you don't drill hands into you drill holes into the palm of your hands.
which is what I just said.
I do believe that was an echo.
There's also that thing on the end of it, on the other end to the drill bit, that makes it easier to turn it.
Sorry, Fox, I thought you were moving on, but
I had to look twice because I thought it was an electric one with a sanding wheel on the end, and then I realised it was the drill sticking out.
just pin vise. So yeah, so you get this, and you get drill bits from 0.4 to 1.3 millimeter. I have to repeat myself now. Bits. That's bad English. You get bits that are these bits. So you should have most bits that fit all your needs, basically. So that's the Model Precision Hobby Pin Vise.
I didn't realise it actually came with the bits with it as well. So
Yes, yeah, So that's that one. Next one is, when it loads the page, the Xuron High Precision Scissors.
Oh,
Now these aren't. Well, they are scissors, but Xuron are a manufacturer that makes lots of nippers and cutters, and especially for like wire cutters and railroading equipment. But a lot of people swear by Xuron nippers and cutters for cutting things off sprues and getting rid of nubs and stuff. These are basically, they call them scissors, but they're basically very fine precision cutters. So you wouldn't necessarily use these to take a big chunky piece off a sprue. But if you're building, say, the perfect grey Falcon, and you've got to cut the tiny, tiny tubes off the sprue, and they've got tiny little gates, then something like this may be a lot more gentle with the parts. And if you've got a tiny, like if you're building a tank kit, you've got little tiny pieces on the sprue, you get some big heavy clippers, you probably ping it off across the room or snap the pipe in half. So you want some fine ones, and these are basically fine, precision, very delicate little
nice. Give you a nice clean cut, won't they?
Yeah.
I've got the Xuron cutters, and they are very good.
It's especially advantageous for users with arthritic hands as well, because of the shape of it. It's not heavily sprung. The way they have the spring going up and down the handle, it's not like a spring in the middle. So it's apparently quite good if you've got grip issues. Apparently.
Yeah, so gone are the days of twisting your parts off the sprue, like we've all done that.
Oh yeah.
Now these are also rated for cutting soft metals up to 0.13 millimeters. So you could use this for cutting photo etch parts out. I personally tend to use decal scissors for that though. But these would be great if you've got tiny fine parts, or you're building little delicate pipes and tubes and things on kits, whatever it is. For little tiny parts, don't use your big honking wire cutters because you'll break everything. Get yourself some fine detail cutters or some precision scissors, as they call them, in the Xuron ones. So there you go. Worth every penny. You'll use them for years. Just don't cut from the tip. Any cutters, you'll break the tip. Next, we have, when it loads, the Pro Edge 6 assorted needle file set. Not really much you can say about these. They're needle files.
Yeah. Once again, they're a staple tool, aren't they? Something you need.
Oh yeah. You do need some mini files in your armory, don't you? Because they do come in really handy.
They've got one square, one round, one triangle, one flat, one equaling. I don't know what that means, and one half round file. Again, these are the kind of things that you'll all use file. You might be familiar using files to file away nubs and things like that and smooth edges. What you might not realize is using a round file to smooth out a hole that you've drilled.
Yeah.
If you've got to drill out, say, like a vent hole on a U-boat or something, and you've drilled it, but it's all rough on the inside, how are you going to file that? You get a tiny needle file, and you just drag it in there, and you wiggle it around, and it files it. So you'll always be in need of a file set. If you've not got a file set, pick yourself up a file set.
Cool.
I actually started using files over the last couple of years because I used to use sanding sticks all the time. Now I tend to use files a lot. And they're
You
a lot less
will find the needle files will get into places where you can't get your sanding stick.
Yeah.
It sands other parts that other beers cannot reach. Wait, no, that's the wrong advert. So that's the Pro Edge 6 assorted needle files. Not much more we can say on that.
I've got quite a few sets. I seem to have gathered quite a few of them over the years, but
Yeah.
always come in handy.
Yeah, especially if you're drilling out the tail lights on a Bane blade, aren't they, Ted?
Yeah.
Yeah, strangely enough. Next up, we have the Tamiya work stand with magnifying lens. Now, if you're one of those people, I sound like the guy that used to do that. Never mind.
Dennis Norden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly. I couldn't think of his name and I was about to kill the joke. If you're one of those people, so I'll start this again. If you've got a tiny workspace, if you're one of those people that has like you work on the kitchen table or the side table or something like that, not everybody has access to a workbench or a large work area. And if you're constantly getting told off by the better half for making a mess of the kitchen table, yeah, a little work stand like this is actually really handy because it's got a little receptacle for your pots and your paints, and you've got a little work area with a work mat, and you've got a nice light with the magnifier. And if you're told to shift because dinner's going to go out, and you're like, oh, move all your rubbish out the way, you can just lift it up and put it on the side. See, there's the side. There's a side.
Yeah, or if you're the type of person that's probably always on the move, if you've got a job that takes you around the country, take one of these in your briefcase and you can build it in your hotel.
For when we stealthily pack a kit to go on holiday with that we don't tell the wife we've packed.
Yeah. Oh dear, look what I found in the suitcase. I didn't know that was...
You go out today, love, and enjoy yourself. I'll just stay in the hotel. I'm not really feeling too good today. Get it out.
Yeah. You go and have a walk along the coast and get a nice sea breeze, love.
For at least 6 hours, and the good thing, and it's other things like if it's nice summery weather, which will come back, for example, next year. Last year I was sat out in the garden working on some models last year. I didn't have a little workbench like this, but it would have been handy. So it's nice sometimes to sit outside and do some work if you're just cutting things off sprues and cleaning up. So if
I take it that's
you've got a limited workspace and you're stuck with pots and paints and things like that. Oh, hello, Ted.
Yeah, he's back then.
Yeah, I think my internet's finished again.
Yeah, we just had some glitchy noises. So.
Is that going to be?
I didn't get any of that, Ted. What?
Is that about an A4 size cutting mat?
It looks. Does it say anywhere?
Yeah, it looks about an A4, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's quite a decent service. Yeah, it's a decent enough service to work on then.
Oh yeah, judging by the fact that's a 1/12 motorbike, yeah, it's probably about an A4 work surface on the top there. So
which is the amount of room, no matter how big your desk is, that's the amount of room you always end up working on.
Oh, we always end up with an A4 cutting mat workspace, don't we?
Yeah, my workbench is like 6 foot long, 3 foot deep, and I still work in an A4 size area. So you can see that kind of the kind of size it is. But yes, if you do have a limited workspace, and maybe depending on the big light and things like that, get yourself one of these. If you're afraid, it's a little storage rack for your clips and your paints. You've got a lamp and a magnifier. You get a little cutting mat in there, sweet as, and you'll be more than sorted out.
Yeah,
it's not some models, it says.
Not everyone that builds models has the luxury of having a man cave, do they? So
exactly,
it's perfect for that.
Some of you are at the mercy of the kitchen table. The magnifier is apparently 2 times magnification, which is what I use.
Yeah, I built many a model on the kitchen table. Some of them were really big ships as well.
Yeah, I started out with the tea tray with a cushion underneath it. Yeah.
And don't forget, of course, you could paint it. You could actually paint your workbench with shark mouth down the side, not just begging for a paint job.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, moving on. We've got quite a few to do. Moving on. Next up, we have the Ammo MIG Paint Shaker.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that you never thought you need it until you get one. You think, oh, actually. If you have, for example, limited movement in your arms or restricted movement in your arms, or you have a bad arthritis and you can't stand there shaking a paint for 5 minutes, something like this is a godsend. It sounds like a stupid thing, like, well, why would you want a paint shaker? Not everybody can sit there and vigorously.
I use one religiously, Foxx, as you know, mate, because of that reason.
Yeah, some people can't grip things very well to shake them. Some people don't have the movement in their arms. Some people, I have bad elbows, and there's times when I can't even, sit up very well.
So, this is the sort of thing you would see advertised by K-Tel, wouldn't you? On endless fun with our new K-Tel paint shaker.
Yeah. Ew from Rongo. It's the Rongo paint shaker.
Rocco presents Buttoneer. Do you remember that? Buttoneer.
So it's quite simple. It's just a little platform with a button and a wiggly thing that goes and shakes it. But it's a good way of shaking it. And if you get some stirring balls, if you get yourself a pack of, and I meant to actually put some in the Watson store and I forgot. So, but they do sell packs of little steel agitator balls in eModels.
You can get a couple. You get a couple then, couldn't you? You can get a rhythm going, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I use them for the ammo because the little rubber sleeve that goes around the end, it'll do the 60 ml UMP primer bottles. It'll do your oilers, you know, your oil brushes. It'll do Tamiya pots, but just keep an eye on your Tamiya pots if they're in there. That's all.
Yeah, Zazda says Ronco Vibromatic.
But yeah, I swear blind it. You know, I built mine a couple of years ago and I use it all the time.
And there's, as well, don't forget, if it's something like a bit too big for that grippy thing, you just wrap an elastic band around it. It'll hold it in place quite nicely. So,
yeah.
So it looks like one of those things that you'd be like, why would you just shake the bottle? But not everybody can do that.
Yeah. Normally around the bottle, Fox, you have like a piece of rubber that goes around the little black part the bottle's resting on, and it clips on 2 hooks and holds the bottle in place, mate.
Yeah.
This is working more smartly, isn't it, rather than efficiently? You can put your paint in that, and then you can go away and get your airbrush and everything.
Absolutely, yeah. I have mine going on all the bottles I'm going to be using that day. It's brilliant when you're using your wet palette as well, because you can pre-shake all your bottles.
It says it can accommodate any modelling or paint bottle or jar, regardless of shape or size.
Yeah, and they are good, folks. Yeah,
so like I say, if you have any kind of mobility issues, it's going to be a godsend because you don't have to sit there and shake it. And some paints, like I say, do get yourself some stirring agitator balls as well. I do recommend them. I've got a few and I love them. When you finish the paint bottle, you just take them out and clean them and put them in a different paint bottle.
Remember though, folks, don't put a ball bearing in your Tamiya bottles. Get the plastic shaker balls.
Yep, or stainless steel, but don't put iron and steel because they'll rust.
Yeah.
Next up, we have not that.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Another one.
Next up, we have. I put it in twice. The Tamiya. That means I've missed something out somewhere. Never mind. Don't forget, of course. By the way, folks, the third one in stock is the one you have to buy. Tamiya Bending Pliers Mini for photo etched parts. And it looks like it looks like a person with an enormous head and a tiny face, but it's really weird. But yes, it's basically little tiny pliers for bending your photo etched parts.
I can see a duck.
Yeah, I'm seeing like a duck with a vicar's outfit.
I'm seeing a pair of bending pliers.
You're boring.
I'm seeing a dolphin wearing a tuxedo.
Oh, dolphin! That's it.
Yeah, I can see an ecumenical duck.
That would be an ecumenical match. That's all I can see now is a dolphin. So they're basically tiny pliers, and if you've done photo etch, you'll know sometimes you get some photo etch you can bend with a ruler or normal regular pliers, but some little bits that's how tiny. Like if you're making like a camouflage netting basket, or you're making antennas and things for battleships that are like a molecule long, you need some fine tools, and these are brilliant for that. It says perfect for small photo etch parts which have no identifiable bending lines. They've got a flat tip, which means it gives you a nice flat 90-degree edge that you can bend it along.
Yeah, I spent hours on the U-boat building the net that went on the anti-aircraft gun.
Yeah.
Then I was really pleased when I found out that the actual vessel wasn't fitted with any, so I could throw it away with great.
Oh, bless you.
It does say it's possible to bend straight lines up to 15 mil at a time with this tool, and it can also be used with other materials such as plastic.
Well, that's right. I mean, we've most of us have got photo etch bending jigs and all of that lot, but these pliers work really well for those bits that the jig just doesn't quite get, or they're too intricate to put in the flat jig, you know. So
exactly. Talking of which,
is this one of those by coincidence moments?
By a sheer coincidence,
that's the
to
one.
photo etch parts bend a medium. Yeah, I think the other sizes are in stock, but again, this is one of those sort of universal photo etch bending part tools that has little different orifices and edges and corners and things, so you can do all kinds of different bendings and squidgings of tools.
Yeah, I've got one very similar to this. You do take a little bit of working out sometimes. You've got to really think ahead about what you're going to need to bend first.
Absolutely. That's what I meant by them pliers, Ted, because sometimes I've done it. You know, you use the bender and the spudgers that come with it, and you think, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that, because now I can't get the other side in to do it. That's where them pliers will come in handy. So
exactly. So I think they've actually got the wrong picture on this one, because that's the Master Tools one there.
I just
they're all very similar. They're all kind of the same kind of thing.
Yeah. One of the items tonight that Paul Line said, that's going in my eModels basket. That's what you're going to do, folks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because we don't know how many things in Fox's store are actually on the shelves. There could be one, there could be 201.
Yeah.
But what you got to do is slap it in your basket.
I mean, if you've got a lot of kits with folk reg in your stash, then yeah, it is one of those must-haves, I must admit.
Yeah, if you're like your trumpeter and your dragon tanks
Yeah.
and things like that, and your rifle, yeah, you're going to be using these quite a lot. But yes, we don't know how many are in stock. It, like Ted says, if you want anything of these, slap it in your basket, and don't forget, until you've paid for it, you don't own it. Somebody else can take it out your basket because
It's not yours till you check it out.
exactly. Cashier number 4, please. And last of all, eventually, Vallejo Tools plastic modeling tool set. This has been on the front page of eModels as one of their thumbnails forever. I didn't even realize it was an actual thing you could buy, but it's one of the little section headers on their website. And I've done stuff on their website for them before, and I've seen this picture a million times over the years. I didn't realize it was actually a thing you can buy, so I thought I'd choose this just because it's the picture that's on their website. It's nothing really to explain, too complicated. It's a nice budget little set of nippers, a simple file, a knife, and a pack of blades. What do you get? You get plastic sprue cutter, a number 1 blade, knife at number 1, number 11 blades times 5, a cutting mat, and a flat file.
Yeah, we're going back to the away day type thing. It'd be brilliant just to shove it in your bag and away you go.
That'd be a perfect companion to that little workstation that he showed earlier, wouldn't it? Because, like I say, mini cutting mat, bits and bobs, happy days.
And what a lot of people forget is, of course, not everybody makes big tanks and boats and planes. Some people, like me, just make little minis, like tabletop gaming miniatures.
Yeah.
If I'm making a little figure, like a little Warhammer figure, that's the kind of cutting mat I need. If I'm just gluing them together and cleaning them up, I don't need a big massive cutting mat. So
it doesn't have to be big to be enjoyable.
Absolutely.
Family friendly. Keep it clean.
Words to live
You're going
by.
away in the caravan, or you're going on holiday and you're taking a secret stash of stuff that you're not supposed to be telling them about to make while you're on holiday.
It's compact enough for the wife not to spot it.
And keep in mind as well, these kind of things that we're showing you here, like this, the hardcore amongst us might look at that and think, well, I don't really need those nippers, might not be as good as the ones I currently use. These are perfect for beginners. And these are perfect for if someone's just getting into the hobby and they're just finding their feet. They don't need a big pack of, all the expensive stuff. They just need to start.
This would for 13 quid. This would go quite well with a starter kit. So you can buy something.
Absolutely, for those fresh to the hobby, Ted.
I would say if you're going to use that knife, put something on it to make it square.
Yeah.
Don't want it rolling off the bench.
I can't hear anybody.
Right.
We're still here. You just stopped sharing.
No. Are we still here?
Have I gone?
No, we're all still here, mate.
You're still sharing a screen, but it's not us. I'll stop sharing, Fox, because
he's
it
back
seems to
again
be
there.
not Fox anymore. Fox has returned in a different, but he can't hear us.
Yeah.
I can't hear anybody.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can't tell him we can hear him because he can't hear us.
Of course you can't. We can type it in
He's
the chat,
unplugged
though.
himself by having it.
I will put it in chat.
I'm just going to watch him for a little while because it's funny. If we're all very, very quiet now. No, he still can't hear us. Okay. We have a
can hear
silent
Fox.
Fox.
I can't hear anybody.
Well, we don't have a silent Fox. We've got a Fox that's actually making noises, but he can't hear us. We'll carry on without him.
I know.
Shall we assume that Fox has returned and said go? So you might as well put your answers in chat now.
I can't hear anybody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Fox has returned and said go. So put your answers in the chat.
At the scene. We'll try. We'll try.
Get some feedback for a second.
What theme is it? Let's have a look. We can hear you, says Colin in chat. Yeah, we know.
Right, I've got you on speakers. So
Can you
might
hear
get
us
some
now, though?
feedback, but my headphones have stopped working. So
Okay. You sure it's not your ears?
So you can hear us now.
can you hear me?
Talkie, yes, we can.
Okay, I've got you on speaker, so you might get some feedback. But
Okay.
It doesn't appear to be getting feedback.
okay,
We told them that you'd said go, so
I don't know what happened. But anyway, where were we? Yes, so
Right. Yep. We'll go to my comment. My comment was about the time we said go. So the next one in is Ian MG Thompson. I think is the winner. Is that right, Fox? Who says modeling tools?
yes, is correct.
Well done, Ian. Just
Sorry
you-
about that, folks. Everything fell over there briefly.
That went well.
Hey, professional.
Yes.
Well, I got to the end anyway, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so well done, Ian there. And close runner-up was Paul. And a third place this week was George Taylor. Who
Yeah.
will win third place? Nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well done to you all. Yes, I think...
Ian's saying in the chat, yay, I won nothing. Congratulations, mate.
Yep, we will dispatch that out to you by ghost mail, and we will get to see you sometime never. Yeah, cool. Right. Right, is Fox back with us then? Has he stopped himself from panicking? And
yeah, I can hear you. I've got you on speakers, so
Yeah.
I'll have to survive. You might get a little bit of feedback off me, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
We're all right. Can't hear no feedback, mate.
That's all right. Then. I can't hear you very well, but there you go.
Happy
If we get a
days.
lot of feedback,
You can't
I'll
hear
take-
us very well.
Well,
if you get feedback from Fox, I'll take great pleasure in muting him.
Yeah, I bet he cheats on the Christmas build.
I said I can't hear you very well, not I can't hear you. Why are you on it?
Right, there was something else we were going to do tonight, wasn't there?
We got a thing, haven't we?
we've got a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, helps you to go share screen cold, doesn't it? The doofus.
Colin's got a thing to show us.
I've got to show you my thing, folks.
Colin, get
I'll
your
lock
thing
on
out.
Colin so we can
Yeah,
get his thing
Been
on
a
full
lot of
screen.
things- Yeah, there's been a lot of things showing tonight. And
I know.
Packages and
Yeah. We've got a giveaway, haven't we, folks?
Yeah.
Am I on full screen, am I, mate?
Yeah, you're all front and centre.
You've got the chance to get a Model Collect 1/72nd scale World War II E50 flak Panzer with flak 55. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
And it's a 72nd scale big boomstick, folks.
What you
And-
can't see from the picture, but I did a little look up earlier on the internet, is it's a flak gun on the front, not a cannon. I think it's a
Absolutely.
double flak gun.
I can't recall ever seeing. Is this a real?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting there waiting for your miniature cutting mat and tools to arrive that you've all just ordered, then
Yep.
this is the perfect thing to build on it.
Yeah.
Perfect. So grab
It's like
yourself
we've said
one
many
of them.
times, these kind of little 1/72nd armor and stuff. They're great little fun kits, great little weekend build type.
Yeah,
thing.
fun weekend builds, mate.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah,
Yeah,
happy days.
yeah, have a good time with it.
Yeah.
Great for making if you want to make a World War II diorama, but you haven't got enough space for like massive dioramas.
Yeah.
you
But,
can
I
make
mean,
nice little dioramas. with
You
these
think
things.
you can get the transporters that go with these, you can get all the other bits and pieces, little dudes, and have yourself a nice bit of scene going on. So
Yeah. George Taylor says, but can that tank sink a ship? Not with an anti-aircraft weapon.
you'd have a good go, wouldn't you? I mean, I'd do the boom boom noises and the glug glug noises of the ship sinking. So yeah.
Mayhem, model making Mayhem says, ooh, Panzer Flakwagen.
Yeah.
Osric 90 million says, mini boom tubes.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's what you can be in the chance for winning, folks, if you put a comment in the video after the end of the show.
Yeah, give it about 5 minutes after we finish streaming. Wait till it's a normal bog standard video on the YouTube channel and stick a comment on it, like a normal comment. What should we make them put the comments about? Let you choose tonight, Cole.
Oh, I don't know. Silly comment. Oh, blimey. I don't know. How many times have I changed my hat tonight?
Yeah, tanks and ships.
Yeah, tanks and ships.
Don't spell that wrong.
Yeah, what would you name a tank and what would you name a ship? Keep it family friendly though.
Everybody's just going to put Tanky McTank face for the ship and
Shippy
McShip
McShip
for the tank.
Paul Lyons says those are nice kits. I won the last Model Collect one, and it's a great build with loads of details and a bit of PE. I don't know about this one, but the last
Yeah, I
one
don't know
was
if this has
apparently very good.
it might do, but there's no information on this one, sadly. to see
No,
if
all it's got on there is the wordage that you can see, folks.
Yeah, can any of our experts out there tell me what hull that's on? I don't seem to recognise the hull. It does. I'd
Looks
say
a bit tigery, doesn't it?
I would say a tiger hull, but the wheel configuration doesn't look right.
I don't know why I asked you that because I'm not screen sharing, am I? Yeah.
No.
No,
Somebody out there will know anyway.
Yeah. It's on a tank chassis, I think.
So,
Is that too specific? Sorry. I think you'll find it's on a tank chassis.
yeah, it's on a tank chassis with tank tracks.
Yeah, the whole line says the tanks were never built; they were experimental. Yeah, that was a question I had right at the start.
Model
Beck
Making Man
Storm-
says he thinks it's a Jagd Panzer.
Yeah, Beck Storm's put in Thomas the Tank. Good shout. So yeah, is that what we're going for then? What would you name your tank or ship? Or
Yeah, why not?
Gives
It's easy.
an amusing name for a tank or a ship.
Yeah.
Keep it family friendly. Family share. Share in the comments. We say that and we never do because we always forget.
Yeah, so,
absolutely.
yeah. So you'll have about up until this time next week to enter, but go on. Just all you need to do is comment under the video when it goes live on YouTube later on.
YouTube, and we'll pull a winner next Monday. So you've got a week.
Yeah, got a week.
You've got a
Hopefully
week
we
to put your
remember
comments
next
in.
week we had a thing.
Yeah, well, you've got a week, and then when we remind you at the start of next week, sure, you can quickly put your comment in. That's how it normally works. I keep looking at the microphone instead of the camera. I don't know why. I'm not talking to the microphone. I'm talking to the camera.
Are you doing a festa there, Fox?
I am. I'm looking at.
Technically, you are talking to the microphone, but looking at the camera because
I'm looking at the camera, but I'm romancing the microphone. Hello.
Moist.
that doesn't work very well because you go off to that side of the screen, but you come in this side of my head. So it
I
just
want to
throws
rephrase
everything.
that.
No, I'm not going to rephrase it at all. That's it.
So who's what's in store? Is it next week? Is it mine?
Yours, Ted.
Yep.
Yours, Ted.
I shouldn't have asked that, should I?
No.
Yep.
We lulled you into a false sense of security by not telling you.
If only there was some pattern to our decision-making process, such as alphabetical or something similar. But there's so many of us that the variables are infinite. There's no way to know who's next.
Yeah, Paul Line says if you do a festa, Fox, you've got to hit the microphone with your head. Yeah, I'll keep doing that.
Like that.
No,
Was that a bit loud?
do it harder.
The thing is, mine's got one of them fluffy, like Ted hairs on it. It's like got that silvered.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's dead fluffy, and I can't resist fiddling with it. But then that makes this noise.
Ow.
But mine's got the fluffy wig. It's great.
Yeah, Chris has got his earpiece in, Fox. Let's not
Oh,
bang
you know
it.
what I can do? Hang on, I shall show you. I can do this.
Have you
Look
not
what
got
it is,
the?
right? You ready? Watch. I can do this,
Oh, dear.
and then I can do this, and I can turn it around.
I'm still waiting for you to cut a little bit off of the back to put it on as a little tash.
What I'll do for the blue logo.
You said you always wanted a grey beard, Fox. There you go.
I did. Right, where's the chat gone? There it is.
Fox has lost everything. Yeah. First it's
Yeah, Fox has lost the audio. He's lost the chat. He's lost his marbles.
Model Making Mayhem says tube. Model Making Mayhem also says
moist.
and he also says my name, but puts an E on the end of it, so he's obviously an idiot.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
He ruined it by putting an E on the end of my name.
All right. It's about that time again. I think it's time to.
Before we do,
No.
I've decided I'm going to show my next eModels build.
Oh,
There you go.
No, you can do it next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
And it is the murderer is. Shall I show it, or should we?
No, save it till next week.
You want
It's
to take it
going
till
home
next week now?
time.
We told everybody.
No, we'll leave it till next week.
Okay.
Look at him. He's like, no,
just show it.
I don't mind.
no, he wouldn't let me show it, Mum. He's not your favourite anymore.
I don't mind.
There. And
Oh,
show us.
I don't. You can disappoint the chat.
You've got to leave them with a cliffhanger, haven't you? So that they'll come back next week.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, to be continued flashes up along the bottom of the screen.
The murderer is.
That really annoying thing that used to happen in 70s TV shows when it to be continued.
Yeah. I'm glad that you're all here tonight
Yeah. And we're now
Oh,
going to our
everyone's
sponsor,
very
this
cross.
program.
to expose the murderer.
Well, before we get any more excited, I think it's time to leave for tonight. But come back next week for the.
You just killed everyone in chat now. And can I just say to people in chat, I was happy to show you, but these guys have overruled me. So
Yeah.
Us overrule you.
yeah. Overruled.
Yeah, it could. Well, I'm going to show you anyway. Yeah, there it is.
I could take a photograph on my iPad.
Oh well. Yeah, well, we've had an hour and a half of mirth and mayhem and cheered everybody up. But until next week, when there will be a chance of seeing Fox's next eModels build. Oh, it's
There you
Christmas.
go. There's. I took a photo of it. Hang on. It's a bit out of focus.
Oh no, you're giving it away now. You spoiled it.
Yeah.
You might have seen some of my carpet as well. That's probably not something you want to see.
Yeah.
Zesta says number 7 will surprise you.
Yeah, number 4, please.
Yeah, you need to make it into a group of squares, and you could reveal each one now and next week. You can.
Oh, hang on.
reveal
Just I'll have to perfect mine. I'll have to get the little button that goes.
Yeah, catchphrase.
Oh, it's good, but it's not right. I hate that noise.
Oh well, right. It's time to go. I think I'll go and put my slippers next to the fire for the morning. Time for bed. Work again tomorrow, but never mind. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight and joining in the fun and keeping us chatting and things like that. It's gone quite well tonight. Went really quickly. But yes, come back next week when Foxx. We might let him show you what he's going to build for eModels next week.
Might do. I'm not building it next week.
I bet Foxx will be off ill next week.
Oh,
No,
we're going to have the biggest bottom lip of Wibble ever.
No, I'm never off when it's somebody else's what's in store.
Yeah, it could be next week that he's not going to show us anyway because he's not going to show you.
I've left it downstairs now. I can't show you.
Yeah, it's mine, and I'm not showing you now. No.
Have you noticed, by the way, I left the hat on all night?
I know. I
really-
must say, Chris, I'm impressed.
Very proud of you, mate. I think you should be Mama Fox's favourite for a week.
You've taken your first steps into a bigger, wider world.
Yeah. Now you've got to leave it on and go to work with it and your slippers.
Oh yeah, can you imagine?
No, I can't
driving
drive
down the
in
road with
slippers.
a hat on.
Before you know it, you'll be getting older and you'll be buying motorbikes and coming home with boys and all that kind of stuff. You know, you grow up so fast.
Yeah.
Yes. So you've got the hat, we've got the slippers. All we need is a lap blanket now. So
Yeah, I've got a blanket downstairs yet.
Yeah.
I've got a big, massive blanket, but it weighs about 1.5 tons, and I can't go and get it right now.
You so know you're going to end up nuzzling in that.
Right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all next week. Same time, same place, same time, and
Same
we'll
place.
see you again.
Take care, folks.
Just keep
Good night, all. Bye.
Good night, all.
Neighbours.
Comment on the video. Bye. Like and subscribe.